Hello guys, it's Lee. Right here in the back of the side-by-side, I have a pressure washer. Engine starts great like all of them. It lost pressure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the whole pump off. It's only 3 bolts. So I'm gonna take it off, try to take it apart and clean it. I mean, if I have to, I'll just buy a whole new pump, and that's probably what I'll do. But I am going to experiment with this pump, try to clean it, put it back on there. So let's take the bolts out. So this is what I'm dealing with. It's just a Troy built pump from Lowe's. The engine runs great, but I already loosened this one up. But I'm gonna take them off, and this thing will just drop down. Remember, on that shaft is a key, so don't lose that. But this thing will just drop down in a matter of minutes. Now remember, when you drop it, this engine's gonna try to fall, so you just have to, hadn't figured out a good way to do that. I need a hole underneath my bed here. But anyway. All right, well, that couldn't be any easier. See, there's a little keyway right here. The key is still on the shaft up in there. But anyway, let's take this in and see if we can't look at it. Okay, so I'm not the expert on all things pumps. I mean, look, the bottom line is this pump is, I've already Googled it on Amazon, and it's like 70 bucks. And yeah, it's probably worth buying it, because that engine starts on first pull. And it looks decent. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this thing apart. So let's see, let's go ahead and tell it already looked bad. So this is probably not one I'm gonna reuse. All right guys, so it's 2 days later, and I have taken all this apart and looked at it real close and determined I just need a new one. Because see, like these little rubber seals, they're all shot, and when you buy a kit, in the kit I saw, I didn't see that rubber seals came with it. All the internal parts did, but not the rubber seals. And, if I don't watch it, I'm going to start leaking and all this. So it's just not, you can get a new pump for $80. And so that's what I did. It was 2 days ago. So let me show you what I came in today. It looks like a good replacement one. I'm going to get it out of here and do a side-by-side. So this is what I got. And I'm just looking at the mounting points. It looks like the thickness is about the same. So I don't have to do any additional spacers. It's a little different, but it looks like these are going to match up here. We got the same diameter here as here. And I got new bolts. So I thought I was going to use the old bolts, but these got lock washers on them, and the other ones did not. So that's good. Got a key in it. There's a key. See that right there? Which I might just reuse my old one. But let's go ahead and slap this dude on there. So I'm sitting out here. I still got it sitting right here. I think I might have to lift it up a little bit to get under that shaft. Yeah, maybe not. So anyway, I'm gonna put it on time lapse, because you don't need to see every little move I make on here. But look, the key is to get that key right there, that little opening. Where is it at? Right there it is on the shaft. So just gotta get those lined up. If you like these kind of videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So the first thing I'm gonna do before I put it on there, or try to, is I'm gonna run to that key is stuck right here. So I'm gonna pull the pull cord. You can't see it under here, but I'm trying to get the key where it's lined up with this. All right, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. So this bolt right here, where's it at? This bolt. They're all three the same size, but this had a little bit more room. The other ones went right there, and this, so I had to get the old bolt. So keep your old bolts. Now I'm gonna tighten them up slowly so I don't get it all wedged in there. All right, so I've just been going around tightening these up, and I thought this was tight, but look at here. It's not. I mean, it's just, you know, that, so it'll fool you, so make sure you don't have that. That'd be a big mess. I'm gonna tighten her down a little. All right, so I'm finding this right here. I can't tighten it up because it's hitting that. It's hitting the engine block on both sides. That one's okay up front. So I'm gonna take them back out one at a time, and I'm gonna add washers. So all right, so I'm gonna add these washers underneath there to make it a little flush. Now I did, there's 9, 3 per bolt. And so I'm gonna take them out one at a time and get her done. Then I'll show you what I'm doing because I don't want to crack my engine block. I mean, you know, we'll use this to loosen though. See, if I'd have used that to tighten, I'd have probably just zipped it on up there. Could have cracked that block. So don't use that to tighten, only to loosen. All right, so I want to make sure you knew what I was doing here. Right there, you know, if that was flush, this was hitting that's the engine right here. And of course, this is the pump. Just the way that leg and everything's designed, it was hitting it and it would not allow me to get tight. So I got 3 washers all the way around. Even though that front one didn't need it, I had to have everything level. So anyway, it's on there. It's on there, and I'm ready to hook some water up to it, I believe. Just another tip, run all the gas out of the engine or drain it. I've been leaking gas the whole time, so it's probably flooded, and I don't know if it'll start. I knew better, I just didn't do it. So anyway, use the Teflon tape. I just put it on there. That's where the wand goes onto. You don't need it for down here because it's, you know, like a water hose hookup. But I did a couple of rounds here. Probably never do it again. It's okay if it leaks a little bit, but I'm trying to do it as right as possible. Everything's hooked up. Let's see what it does. That's it. You saw it runs perfectly. So really, because that engine will last forever, so I have probably a good 5-6 years on that pressure washer, I would think, to clean up all my grungy mowers. But anyway, the thing I regret the most in this video is not showing you what it did before on this pump. It's not showing you what happened with that. Basically, I mean, water would come out of the wand, but it wasn't kicking in. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like just water hose pressure. Water was coming out. The one I just ordered. And remember the 3 washers I used. You might not need those, and you might need spacers. I did notice because you could have paid like $119 for a pump, and it had spacers. So I got lucky, but I didn't realize I would need even the washers. So look at that and be aware that you might need to put those spacers in there. But I think my fix is perfect, and I'm glad I saved my additional $30 not to do that because it's working out good. All right, that's it. Hey, if you like this kind of stuff, I mess with mowers and small engines, and I'm always fixing something, it seems like. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.